I'll be talking some of the Rust gotchas. First, I have defined a string whose value is hello. Then I have created a string slice from that string. Now for R1 and R2 I am assigning a mutable reference of string. In R2 you will get an error. Rust does this to prevent data races. Even if you make R1 just a reference of S instead of a mutable reference, you will still get an error. So be careful about that. Next I have defined two methods and I have passed mutable references. Suppose you have commented out the R1 and R2 code. Okay. Now I have two methods hello and bye. Both are taking a reference of mutable string. Now this is allowed as both functions are independent of each other. So first hello would run and then bye would run. Of course our both function calls are synchronous. That's why it is not an issue. In parallel, like in multi-threaded programming, this might cause an issue. I'm not sure about it. Third is I have defined a dangle function and it passes an reference to string. Now this is also incorrect because you are creating the object of the string inside the method and then you are returning reference to that string. So if you know about Rust, like it does like how should I say it, like S would get destroyed as soon as the function is completed, right? So how can you return S given that S is already created inside the function? So this is an example of dangling reference. Again, Rust won't compile it as it is an issue. Next thing is I have created a vector and I am referencing the third element of the vector. Now suppose if I decided to push some elements inside the vector and then I try to print the third variable, you will get an error as you are passing new data to vector and the third variable may point to something else. Next example would be another vector which I have created. Now I am for looping over that particular vector and it is a mutable reference inside the for loop, so I can use the dereference operator, which is the star, and then change the value automatically to whatever I need. Now if you print it, it would be the value for each element in the vector would get updated by 50. So yeah, that's it for today's video. Bye.